Peace, family. I'm back again with more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for you. And we need to analyze this. And I wanted to see this because this is very important in the so called society or civilization you live in. You know what I'm saying? How these dudes resetted everything, changed the names of 1,213 cities on a single day, people. Yeah, in a single day, they did all of that damage after resetting Tartaria and leaving you no strings, no evidence other than the buildings that still, you know, talking for themselves. But as you know, they have to use religion and they have to construct the whole new society with new beliefs, with which are low grade beliefs. You know what I'm saying? What they did, they destroyed the whole technology that the Tartarians had. They took it out of the place, burned the place, wiped out the people, and renamed the place. Okay? And don't think that these people are going to stop doing this type of things. Everything you know is a simulation. Everything you hear on the news is fake. And their plans is to reset you too. Because from time to time, that's what they do. Let's go.
I want to start with something small, something that, on its own, seems almost too mundane to mention. A name, not a battle, not a buried city, not a disappeared civilization, just a name, or rather the sudden coordinated government-mandated removal of thousands of them. Because here's what I kept coming back to. The deeper I went into this, before you erase a civilization from memory, you don't need to bulldoze every building. You don't need to burn every archive, though we'll get to that too. You just need to change what a place is called, and if you do it fast enough, completely enough, simultaneously enough, within a generation or two, nobody remembers what was there before. And that is exactly what happened. Not gradually, not organically, not the slow linguistic drift that gives us New York instead of New Amsterdam over the course of centuries. No, I'm talking about single days, single decrees. Hundreds of cities across multiple continents stripped of their names in coordinated waves during a narrow window of history. In 1794, France, Lyon, Bordeaux, and Marseille, three of the largest, most historically significant cities on the European continent, lost their names simultaneously by government order. In 1894, America, a federal directive, Order 114 from the United States Board on Geographic Names, removed hundreds of place names containing specific words. Words like old, words like new, words like ridge and valley, overnight, in a single administrative action.
In just a few seconds, you can turn a pile of rust into shining treasures. This isn't just an ordinary cleaner.
Administrative action. And Illinois, one state alone, accounts for 157 of the 323 recorded American city renames from that period. 157. The official explanation is postal efficiency, revolutionary politics, bureaucratic modernization, and maybe that's all it is, but the coordination, the timing, the pattern. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let me take you to France. The year is 1793 and a revolution is consuming everything in its path, not just kings and aristocrats, but names. Streets renamed, saints expunged, the calendar itself abolished and rebuilt from year zero. This, we're told, is the explanation. The Jacobins.
The calendar itself rebuilt and start from year zero. Yo, guys, are you following? Are you following how they built the simulation? Let's go.
We're erasing the old world, making France new, rational, clean, fine. I accept that framing, at least as a partial answer, but here's where the official explanation begins to strain. On the 12th of October, 1793, later enforced through 1794, the Committee of Public Safety issued decrees renaming cities that had committed what they called Federalist crimes. Lyon had resisted Paris. Toulon had invited in the British. Marseille had rebelled. So Lyon became Commune Affranchie, the liberated commune. Marseille became Ville sans nom, the city without a name. Not metaphorically, literally. A city given no name at all. Pause on that. A city of hundreds of thousands of people. One of the oldest continuously inhabited urban centres in the Western world, deliberately, officially rendered nameless. Why? The revolutionary answer is punishment, political humiliation. And yes, the politics are real, the grievances documented, I'm not dismissing them. But the deeper I looked, the stranger it got. Because the renaming didn't stop with the politically rebellious cities. It spread, it became systematic. It hit cities that hadn't rebelled, small towns, villages, places with no federalist crime to their name. They were renamed too, reformed, reclassified. The pattern repeated.
Now, what we don't know, renamed by who? Who was doing all of that, people? Is the same people that owns all these big corporations that we be, enslaved to. Let's go.
With unsettling precision. And then I started cross-referencing dates. Not the broad revolutionary period, the specific decree dates. And what emerged was not a chaotic, organic process of political punishment rolling out across months. What emerged were clusters. Single days where multiple cities in different regions with different political histories were administratively renamed simultaneously. This raises a simple but critical question. What logistical mechanism in 1793, without telegraphs, without railways, without anything resembling modern communication infrastructure, was capable of coordinating mass renaming events across an entire country, sometimes in apparent synchrony? Sometimes in apparent synchrony? The silence on that question in the standard histories is deafening. Now cross the Atlantic, now jump a century forward, it's 1890. America is in the middle of its great administrative consolidation. The postal system is expanding. The railroad network is complete. The frontier famously has just been declared closed. And in 1894, the United States Board on Geographic Names issues Order 114. I want you to really sit with what this order does. It doesn't rename cities for political reasons. It doesn't punish rebellion. It doesn't commemorate revolution. It does something almost more striking in its banality. It removes descriptive words from place names. Old is stripped. New is stripped. Ridge is stripped. Valley is stripped. Hundreds of American towns overnight are no longer called what their own founders called them. Now, the official explanation here is efficiency, postal routes, duplication, the growing...
Okay, guys, this is disgusting. And the more you see this video, the more you're going to understand that the whole society we live today is a simulation. It's being created by organisms that created this damn society, yeah, and it's nothing authentic about it. Yeah, people believe they are something, but they're not. They're being renamed. They believe history, but they don't have no history. They're being given history. Yeah. So the only thing that makes it exist is the lie of the religion that gives them hundreds of years of conquest and all this fake history that they gave them. It's all made up, people. Yeah, because these dudes are the ones that deleted the past, yeah, renamed towns and places and everything, and now are giving you history at school, telling you you have 1,000 year history, Europeans and all that crap. It's all made up, people. No matter where you are, they made up the damn history. People lost their past. They've been reset. They've been deleted. And this entity who did this look, man, your government. These are the people that control your government and everything else. And even your head, whatever the hell you believe, they taught you to believe that. You're under the spell. And I think they have humans for very little beings. They don't respect humans. And they know humans have low thinking and will never, ever, yeah, in 1,000 years, be able to deal with this, be able to reverse this. Because these humans, they actually believe the fake history and everything. So, and they act accordingly to this history, and they believe everything that they were given, because they never built anything. They don't know the history. They don't know who built this. They don't know who rules them. They don't know anything. They have the idea of patriotism and all that crap. I already explained to you. It's all a handful of brainwash. You know what I'm saying? These people were planted and they were given what to believe, what to fight for, and that's that. They have no intelligence of themselves. They believe the hierarchy that gave them this simulation. And these the same people that allows them to function. Without these people, they don't function, or some collapse or some calamity follows them and they all disappear and they reset them. And they're going to reset them anyways, either they wake up or not. It's all a simulation, people. It's unbelievable. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, thousands, millions of humans, all consented to this, all brainwashed to this, all unable to come out of this, but to continue to perpetrate their own destruction, because that's this thing that rules them got them here to destroy each other over time. I don't know what it's getting from them humans. I don't know if they eat them, if they drink their blood, why they need humans, but they don't need humans to be intelligent. They don't need humans to know the real history. They don't need humans to be in control of this world. No human is in control of this world or nothing. Yeah? Don't let them fool you. None of them are in control of nothing. You can see they vote and the government do whatever the hell they want, and you got 80% of people saying no, and they still doing war, they still wielding arms, wielding bombs to kill other people or to kill themselves, and nuclear weapons and all that shit, and nobody wants that, but they're going to do it anyway, and then they're going to tell you it's democracy. So they have these humans for fools and weak entities that they probably created in a lab, and they keep them in a lab. Yeah, don't let them think outside of the lab. Don't let them think about the truth. Took the truth away from them and made them believe lies. And on top of that, you know the system, how they keep them all in these juices, you know what I'm saying? They interact with their immune system, always giving them pills, always giving them vaccines, always giving them some shit to dumb them down. So they can't think widely, they can't think deeply, they can't think about the universe. They don't know the universe or nothing. Most of them, yeah. And the few that do, they all come to destroy you. They program to destroy those who are intelligent, those who can see beyond the farce. Yeah, all of them, even the ones suffering poverty and all of that on YouTube, they all against you. They all against the truth. Don't let them fool you that they they are there for the people. They're not there for the people or nothing, people. It's all about money. It's all about making money, and they think that it's about having power, about uh, uh, power over the human beings. But that power is so little and irrelevant that it only exists in that lab. Somebody that can think outside the lab can see that they are really small thinkers. They are not, they not will to deal with the people that run this shit. You understand that? They live inside a coconut house and can't get out. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
System couldn't cope with having 12 towns called New Valley in 12 different states. So standardization was necessary. That is a reasonable explanation. It would be entirely satisfying, if not for one thing. Illinois. 157 renames in one state, in one order. I've spent time with this number. I've tried to make it make sense.
Now think about that. Yeah, people will these places are all dead. And you got this new government that is renaming cities and towns all around the world. Just think about that. Because that shit is going to come back to you. Let's go.
In purely logistical terms, because even granting the postal argument fully, even saying yes, duplication was a genuine problem, why does Illinois account for nearly half of all recorded renames under Order 114?
Protect yourself with NordVPN and receive an Amazon gift card.
Oh, bullshit.
Under Order 114. Is Illinois' postal infrastructure uniquely chaotic? Were Illinoisans uniquely attached to words like old and ridge? Did something about the Illinois landscape produce a peculiar fondness for valley in place, names that other states somehow avoided? Or is there another pattern underneath this one? A geographic pattern, a historical pattern, one that the postal efficiency framing simply doesn't explain. The deeper I went, the more Illinois started to feel less.
In my experience, man, anything that you didn't think and didn't come to a knowledge by your own self-thinking, it's not real. Anything they gave you, it's not real. It's a control system. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a computer program. It doesn't matter if it is a computer virus program. They control all that shit. No matter what brand, what name, they control that shit. They know your computer no matter what you do. Yeah, because you don't even know that technology for real. These are old technologies from all the world they're giving us, and they know humans are dumb enough and they don't know what they're dealing with. They only give them a little bit to control them, and the controlling part of it. Yeah, if you notice, this technology doesn't help your life. It doesn't make your life better. Instead, it drains you. Yeah, you have to pay for energy. You have to pay for the information. And that information they give you, beside being fake, drains you and keeps you in a bottle. Yeah, this is the whole plan. This is the whole road where you're living. Anything they tell you is a lie, people. You need to wield your own reality. That's what I keep teaching people until you wake up about who you are and know your spiritual assessment. Yeah, don't believe nothing these motherfuckers tell you, because it's all a script, people. It's all done to keep the humans in the low and reset them. That's all this is. Yeah, that's why I don't care about what these people do no more. I saw the other video talk about They want to ride immigrants. They want to ride other people. Yeah, because these entities are the ones controlling these damn humans, and with religion and giving them violence to destroy each other. But these humans, if you notice, they don't upgrade. What they were doing in 16th century is what the fuck they're gonna be doing now. Yeah, the system that they keep running the same damn system. They can't, because they don't think by themselves. Everything they do was given to them, and they prevent people like you and me to be autonomous. They prevent people self-thinking. Yeah, it's all about group thinking, because behind that group are these entities that control this damn place. That they control all these groups that you see out, these big groups you see out there, these big companies, corporations, countries. They built all of that shit. Don't think that you in control of nothing. Don't think Iran is a sovereign state. It's all these countries, yeah, were renamed, were created and stated for the simulation. They are all under the spell. Yeah, that's why they tell you Iran has been preparing for that war. Yep.